you to let me just sit here and after all this, my mom passed away. And I'm not saying you physically, but dragging us to court and all that, not taking care of the problem, it's just, you let it happen. If it wasn't true, we could have, I would apologize. I apologize in front of the world. Hey, it could have been done, but obviously it's something you hide, and I just want you to say, man, have that respect,
That Wanda told me that when he found out that she was with child, he came looking for her.
What if one of the biggest names in hip-hop was hiding a dark, sinister secret? Rymir Satterthwaite, the man who has long claimed to be Jay-Z's illegitimate son, is now coming forward with evidence that could change everything. And we're not talking about small accusations. Rymir is alleging that Jay-Z is connected to the death of his mother. The details are chilling, the claims are massive, and this story is about to shake the entertainment world to its core. So, what's the real tea behind these allegations? Let's get into it. Now here's where it gets even crazier. Rymir Satterthwaite isn't just coming forward with paternity claims anymore. He's accusing the rapper of some heavy game-changing actions. According to Rymir, along with his late mother Wanda and guardian Dr. Lily Coley, Jay-Z used fraudulent court actions to dodge a paternity test. They're talking about sealed records, wrongful sanctions, and even obstruction of legal proceedings. In simpler terms, they're saying Jay-Z did everything he could to avoid proving whether or not Rymir is his son.
Nothing like that. I always just wanted to know the truth, and I look at you as a role model, and it's not saying this changed anything, but...
But here's the kicker. This isn't Jay-Z's only legal issue right now. In a separate lawsuit, another woman has accused Jay-Z and Diddy of forcing themselves on her at a party back in 2000, when she was just 13 years old. Both men have denied the allegations, but the story doesn't end there. Her attorney, Tony Busby, has filed a new lawsuit against Roc Nation, claiming they violated state laws through barratry and impersonation of a public official. Busby is making it clear he's not backing down, saying, "We will not be bullied or intimidated." So what does this all mean for Jay-Z? Between the paternity scandal and these mounting legal battles, it feels like the walls are closing in on one of hip-hop's most untouchable icons. And let's not forget, Rymir's accusations go beyond the courts. He's now bringing up claims about his late mother's tragic death that could completely change the narrative. Now let's dive into the heart of Rymir Satterthwaite's claims, why Jay-Z allegedly refused to take a paternity test. According to Rymir and his godmother, Dr. Lily Coley, they initially tried to handle this situation privately, requesting a paternity test to confirm whether Jay-Z is Rymir's biological father. But Jay reportedly turned down the request, forcing them to take the issue to court.
Yeah. But I love me some Wanda Satterthwaite. Wow. That was my godchild. God gave me her. We had something in common. And it was just a beautiful experience for a spiritual relationship.
So why the refusal? Coley claims Jay-Z wasn't just dodging the paternity test to avoid responsibility. He was scared that confirming the paternity might expose something even more damaging. Specifically, she alleges that Rymir's late mother, Wanda, was underage, just 16 years old, at the time of her alleged relationship with Jay-Z. Coley didn't hold back, saying, "He's not doing this because of Rymir's mother's age. He's got two problems. One, she was 16, and two, she got pregnant." If true, these claims don't just point to Jay-Z avoiding a paternity dispute, they suggest he might have been trying to bury a far bigger issue. Rymir added that he believes Jay-Z's refusal is rooted in fear that there's some type of truth to the claims. He said Jay-Z had the opportunity to resolve this years ago, but instead brushed it aside, leaving the situation to spiral into the public and legal chaos we're seeing today. But that's not all. These allegations take on even more weight when tied to the ongoing legal battles Jay-Z is facing. In a separate case, the rapper has been accused of sexually assaulting a minor at a party back in 2000. The victim, who was just 13 years old at the time, has also named Diddy in her claims. Both men have denied the allegations, but the timing of these accusations alongside Rymir's case has people talking. Coley believes this could be a day of reckoning for Jay-Z and even the music industry as a whole. In her words, "You will reap what you sow." She also speculated that the assault allegations might spill over into Rymir's case, painting a broader picture of systemic abuse and cover-ups in the industry. This is where things get even darker. If the claims about Rymir's younger mother are proven true, they don't just deepen the current legal battles, they also shine a spotlight on Jay-Z's alleged history of involvement with much younger women. And trust me, this isn't the first time questions have been raised. Let's start with Foxy Brown. Jay-Z has long been linked to the rapper, who was just 15 or 16 years old when their paths first crossed in the mid-90s. At the time, Jay was already in his mid-20s. There have been persistent rumors that their relationship wasn't purely professional, with some even alleging that Jay-Z took her V-card. Foxy herself has denied the claims, but the speculation has been enough to keep this controversy alive for years. And then there's Aaliyah. After her traumatic relationship with R. Kelly, who infamously married her when she was just 15, there have been whispers that Jay-Z showed interest in Aaliyah when she was still a teenager. While nothing concrete has ever surfaced, it's enough to make people question the patterns in Jay-Z's alleged behavior. Now let's talk about Beyoncé. Jay-Z and Beyoncé are one of the most iconic power couples in music, but even their timeline has raised eyebrows. Beyoncé was just 18 or 19 years old when they reportedly began dating, while Jay-Z was in his early 30s. The exact timeline of when their relationship began has always been a bit murky, but many have questioned the significant age gap and whether it started even earlier than they've publicly admitted. When you piece all these stories together, the narrative becomes troubling. Whether it's Foxy Brown, Aaliyah, or Beyoncé, these allegations paint a picture of a man who's repeatedly been linked to much younger women, raising questions about power dynamics and exploitation. If you thought the accusations stopped at paternity claims, think again. Rymir Satterthwaite and his godmother, Dr. Lily Coley, aren't just coming after Jay-Z, they're going after the court system itself. In a new lawsuit, they've accused multiple individuals within the system of obstructing their efforts to compel Jay-Z to confirm his paternity. According to the filings, these individuals allegedly misrepresented Jay-Z's property ownership and allowed him to make false claims to avoid accountability. But it doesn't stop there. Rymir and Coley are also demanding a declaratory judgment, claiming their constitutional rights were violated throughout this legal ordeal. They want previously sealed court records unsealed for public review, arguing that transparency is critical in exposing what they say has been a corrupt process.
I would hope he would think about it and this would be in his mind, but I wouldn't actually know what another person is feeling at this time. You just can think that.
On top of that, they've asked for damages, citing negligent infliction of emotional distress, and claiming they've suffered significant personal harm due to the prolonged legal battle. For Rymir, this fight isn't just about a paternity test, it's about justice and accountability on a much larger scale. Adding fuel to the fire, Rymir has also criticized Jay-Z's reaction to the ongoing rape allegations against him. In a statement to the Daily Mail, Rymir described the rapper's response as heartbreaking and frustrating, accusing Jay-Z of deflecting and attacking instead of addressing the claims head-on.
Celebrity is not even just you, only take celebrities or anybody in the world 5 minutes to tell the truth or see if it's the truth or not, and you can go from there. I'm not, I don't want to put no pauses on his life. I don't want that man to receive any backlash from me for anything I'm saying.
For Rymir, this isn't just a separate issue. It ties directly back to his own struggle to get clarity about his identity. He said, "My late mother Wanda was just 16 years old when she became pregnant with me, and for years I have sought clarity about my identity. This is not about greed or spectacle. It's about uncovering the truth and ensuring all parties are held accountable." Rymir's statement highlights a deeper issue, connecting Jay-Z's alleged actions in the past with his behavior in the present. Before Wanda's alleged involvement with Jay-Z, she was already navigating a tumultuous life. She had survived an abusive relationship, which made her cautious about who she allowed into her world. Some speculate that this hesitation could have been rooted in a fear that her connection with Jay-Z might lead to similar experiences, or perhaps worse, that something exploitative had already happened during their encounter when she was just 16.
So by that time, she had had a baby and she had been in a relationship, which is part of the reason why she delayed in finding Rymir's father. She knew who he was.
The unsettling parallels to other cases in the music industry only make this story more chilling. Jay-Z and Diddy share social circles, and we've all seen the allegations swirling around Diddy, claims of exploitation, abuse, and even physical violence. Videos of Diddy putting his hands on Cassie have reignited discussions about the troubling power dynamics at play. Could Wanda have sensed these dangers? Or worse, been a victim of them? According to Wanda's affidavit, she and Jay-Z first met in her community. At the time, she reportedly told him she was 18. After an encounter that Wanda claims was consensual but included a broken condom, she said she was briefly taken to New York before returning to her community.
But he did come back in the community, from what she told me, looking for her for the second time, the date, whatever, because that was their area where they scouted these men doing what they do. And she said that her mom told her, "You disappear again, I'm gonna put you away." That's what she told me.
Jay-Z later came looking for Wanda, seemingly interested in seeing her again. But Wanda's mother intervened, warning her to stay home after she had previously disappeared to New York. Wanda chose not to meet with Jay-Z a second time, and by the time he discovered she was pregnant, Wanda and her family had already moved, effectively cutting off contact between the two.
That Wanda told me that when he found out that she was with child, he came looking for her. But by then, Wanda's mother had moved. So this is a fact, everybody. This is what happened.
What's more, Wanda reportedly only knew Jay-Z by his stage name at the time. She was unaware of his real identity, further complicating any attempts at reconnecting. While their encounter may have been fleeting for Jay-Z, for Wanda, it was life-altering.
Wanda says she never knew his real name. She only knew his stage name. He was going to overseas at the time, and he had asked her about it. And of course, that never materialized. But at the end of the day, this is what she said in regard to.
One of the most chilling aspects of this saga involves Rymir's late mother, Wanda. She passed away under what some speculate to be mysterious circumstances, leading to whispers that Jay-Z may have had a hand in her untimely death to silence her. While there's no direct evidence linking Jay-Z to her passing, the timing and the stakes involved in this ongoing paternity battle raise serious questions. Considering the immense power and influence figures like Jay-Z wield in the industry, it's not hard to imagine the length some might go to protect their reputations. Rymir's fight for truth isn't just about himself, it's about uncovering what really happened to his mother. Wanda could have held key details about her relationship with Jay-Z, details that may have complicated his career and personal life if they came to light. For Rymir, the loss of his mother only deepens the weight of his fight for accountability, as he's been left to pursue the truth on his own. Wanda's death, the broken condom incident, and Jay-Z's alleged return to look for her all leave behind unanswered questions. Why was Jay-Z so insistent on reconnecting? Was it out of genuine interest, or was he trying to maintain control of the situation? And why did Wanda's mother warn her against disappearing again? These details suggest there's far more to this story than what's been shared publicly. While Wanda's affidavit provides valuable insight, the truth about her relationship with Jay-Z remains clouded by secrecy and speculation. In a recent interview with Tasha K, Rymir clarified that his fight isn't about hate or revenge. He emphasized that he has no animosity toward Jay-Z or Beyoncé, and that his only goal is to uncover the truth and ensure accountability.
It is important that I know who my biological father is, just because, you know, my mom's health, I don't know if it's coming from our family or it's coming from the other side, and that would be something I really would want to find out, because, you know, in the future, you don't know what could happen.
Rymir shared how difficult the journey has been, stating that it has brought more hassle than reward. He explained that he's not in this for fame or financial gain, but simply wants resolution for his mother's story and his own identity. Despite the years of legal battles and public scrutiny, Rymir remains focused on the bigger picture, seeking clarity and justice for himself and his late mother, while exposing the power dynamics that have allowed these alleged actions to remain unchecked. As Rymir continues to speak out, the questions surrounding Wanda's death, the paternity battle, and Jay-Z's alleged past grow louder. While Rymir maintains that his intentions aren't rooted in hatred or resentment, the pressure on Jay-Z to address these claims is mounting. So what do y'all think? Is this the moment Jay-Z finally addresses the allegations, or will the questions about Wanda's death and Rymir's identity only grow louder? Could this be the beginning of a shift in his legacy, or will the truth remain buried? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm dying to know what y'all think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you're the first to know when we break more of this story. And check out the next video on the end screen, it's even more shocking.